Every night, Emma heard whispers coming from the attic. They were faint, like the rustling of leaves, but unmistakable. At first, she thought it was just the house settling, but the whispers became clearer, almost like voices. She tried to ignore them, blaming her overactive imagination, but the sounds persisted, gnawing at her curiosity. One stormy night, curiosity got the better of her. Armed with a flashlight, she crept up the creaky stairs to the attic. The air grew colder with each step, and the whispers grew louder. When she reached the attic door, her heart pounded in her chest. She hesitated, then pushed it open. The attic was filled with old furniture covered in dusty sheets, forgotten memories hidden in the shadows. The flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing cobwebs and broken toys. The whispers were all around her now, a chorus of unintelligible murmurs. They seemed to swirl around her, making it difficult to pinpoint their origin. "Hello?" she called out, her voice trembling. "Is anyone there?" The whispers stopped abruptly. The silence was more terrifying than the voices. Emma scanned the room, her flashlight landing on an old, ornate mirror in the corner. The glass was cracked, and it seemed to shimmer in the dim light. She approached it slowly, her reflection distorted and ghostly. Suddenly, the whispers started again, louder and more frantic. Emma felt a chill run down her spine as she realized the voices were coming from the mirror. She leaned closer, peering into the fractured glass. Her reflection stared back at her, but something was wrong. The eyes in the mirror were not her own. Before she could react, a pale hand shot out from the mirror, grabbing her wrist with an icy grip. Emma screamed and tried to pull away, but the hand was too strong. The whispers turned into a deafening roar as the hand dragged her toward the mirror. Her other hand scrambled to find something to hold on to, but there was nothing but emptiness. With one final, desperate cry, Emma was pulled into the mirror. The attic fell silent once more, the only sound the soft patter of rain on the roof. Days later, her family found the attic empty, save for the dusty furniture and old toys. Emma was never seen again. But on stormy nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the whispers coming from the mirror, as if someone is trying to escape from the other side. Emma's family was devastated by her disappearance. They searched the house, the neighborhood, and even the nearby woods, but there was no trace of her. The police were called, and they too found nothing. The case went cold, and Emma became another missing person, her face on posters and milk cartons. Years passed, and the house was sold to a new family. The Johnsons were a cheerful couple with 2 young children. They knew the history of the house but dismissed the stories as old wives' tales. They moved in during the summer, and for a while, everything was peaceful. But as autumn approached and the nights grew longer, the whispers started again. The Johnsons' daughter, Lily, was the first to hear them. She told her parents about the strange sounds coming from the attic, but they laughed it off, saying it was just the wind. Lily, however, was not convinced. One night, she decided to investigate. She grabbed a flashlight and tiptoed up the stairs, just as Emma had done years before. The attic door was slightly ajar, and a cold draft blew through the gap. Lily pushed the door open and stepped inside. The attic looked much the same as it had before, filled with old furniture and forgotten items. The whispers were faint but unmistakable, growing louder as she approached the old mirror in the corner. The glass was still cracked, and it seemed to shimmer with an eerie light. Lily felt a strange pull, as if something was drawing her toward the mirror. She reached out tentatively, her fingers brushing the cold surface. Suddenly, the whispers stopped, and a voice, clear and desperate, echoed in her mind. "Help me," it pleaded. "I'm trapped." Lily stumbled back, her heart racing. She wanted to run, to get as far away from the attic as possible, but something held her there. The voice sounded so sad, so frightened. She couldn't just leave. "Who are you?" Lily whispered, her voice barely audible. "My name is Emma," the voice replied. "I was taken by the mirror. Please, help me get out." Lily's mind raced. She remembered the stories she had heard, the warnings about the mirror. But Emma's voice was so real, so close. She couldn't just ignore it. "How can I help you?" Lily asked, her voice trembling. "Touch the mirror," Emma said. "Hold on to something in the room, and don't let go. I'll do the rest." Lily hesitated, then grabbed a sturdy chair with one hand and reached out to the mirror with the other. The moment her fingers touched the glass, a freezing cold shot through her arm. She gasped but held on tight. The whispers turned into a whirlwind of noise, and the attic seemed to spin around her. The mirror's surface rippled like water, and suddenly, Emma's hand shot out, gripping Lily's tightly. With a tremendous effort, Lily pulled with all her might, feeling the weight of Emma's body on the other side. Slowly, painfully, Emma emerged from the mirror, her face pale and eyes wide with fear. As soon as Emma was free, the whispers ceased, and the attic fell silent. The mirror's surface returned to its cracked, lifeless state. Emma collapsed to the floor, gasping for breath. Lily dropped to her knees beside her, overwhelmed with relief. "Thank you," Emma whispered, tears streaming down her face. "Thank you for saving me." Lily hugged her tightly, still trembling from the ordeal. "You're safe now," she said. "You're finally safe." The Johnsons were shocked to find Emma in their attic, but after hearing her story, they understood the true horror of the mirror. They decided to destroy it, shattering the glass and burying the pieces far from the house. Emma was reunited with her family, and though the years had changed them all, they were grateful to have her back. The house was never the same, but the whispers were gone, and the attic remained silent. And though Emma's ordeal was over, she never forgot the feeling of the icy hand pulling her into the mirror, the whispers that haunted her dreams. She knew that somewhere, in some forgotten corner of the world, another mirror might be waiting, ready to claim its next victim. But for now, she was free, and that was all that mattered.